Here we have a little more practice with 1.10ab2, which is solving multiplication and division equations. Nothing tricky here. You've got 5 times s equals 45, so to isolate the variable, you have to divide by 5 on both sides. 5 divided by 5 is 1s, or just plain s. 45 divided by 5 is 9. Now I know you can do that problem in your head, but you have to show the work steps. It's not about the answer, it's about the process. Let's take a look at one that's a little more complicated. Down below it here, let's get rid of 7. I'm just going to erase that so we can have a place to write here. We've got x divided by 5 equals 11. So that's to get rid of that divided by 5, we have to multiply by 5. So we're going to multiply both sides by 5. If you want to think about that as 5 over 1, you can. But the 5's cross off, and you end up with x equals 11 times 5 is 55 over 1, or just plain 55. You want to use railroad tracks you can. On these single steppers here like that, I don't require it, but you're always welcome to do that. The rest of these are pretty straightforward. They're just going to move the answer around sometimes. You're going to write the problems backwards, like they did between an 8 and 10. It's going to move the equal sign or the quotient to different sides. They'll do that. That's no problem. You know how to handle that. Take a look at number 13. I'm going to have you write a couple of equations and then solve them for these problems here. So Mrs. Alvarez bought a new car. Her monthly payments are $525. She'll pay a total of $25,200 in payments. Write and solve a multiplication equation to find the number of payments. Well, we would divide, right? We just do 25,200 divided by 525. So if you solve it with division, you write it with multiplication. So I'm going to write this as $525 times, we don't know how many months, and that's going to equal 25,200. Slide that so you can see that. So then, we're going to get that. We're going to divide by 525 on both sides. We get that m is on this side and 525 on this side. Pop it in the old calculator. 25200 divided by 525. It's going to be 48 payments. M is equal to 48 months or 48 payments. Okay, I think the rest of it you can do on your own. You've got a little customary conversion chart down here to help you with a few of them. The one thing I am going to say is these last 3 problems down here where they put the variable down in the bottom, you can skip these. These will not be tested in grades 6 or 7 in Minnesota. We're always going to have the variable up on top. It would be fair if it was 3 equals g divided by 84 or negative 84, but we're not going to put the variable in the bottom, so we can just skip those guys. Okay, great. Have a good evening. Thanks.